ओके, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हमने स्टार्ट किया था अर्नेस्ट हेमिंगवे, न्यू नावलिस्ट जो हैं वो स्टार्ट किए हैं। अमेरिकन नावलिस्ट हैं, इनकी काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट नावल हैं और नोबेल प्राइज़ विनर भी रह चुके हैं ये, इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट राइटर हैं। फर्स्ट जो नावल है इनका वो हम स्टार्ट करेंगे अ फेयरवेल टू आम। ये सिलेबस में भी शामिल है, सिलेबस में इंक्लूड है, इसलिए वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम अ फेयरवेल टू आर्म्स। ओके, तो कैरेक्टर लिस्ट जो है फर्स्ट पहले वो करेंगे नावल की, फिर समरी वगैरह करेंगे। अर्नेस्ट हेमिंगवे की बायोग्राफी जो है वो फिर मैंने अपलोड कर दिया है। Frederick Henry, the novel's narrator and protagonist, a young American ambulance driver in the Italian army during World War I. Henry meets his military duties with quiet stoicism. He displays courage in battle, but his selfless motivation undermines all sense of glory and heroism. Abstract terms for which Henry has little patience. His life lacks real passion until he meets the beautiful Kathleen Beckley. Next है Kathleen Beckley, an English nurse's aide who falls in love with Henry. Kathleen is exceptionally beautiful and possesses perhaps the most sensually described here in all of literature. When the novel opens, Catherine's grief for her dead fiancé launches her headlong into a playful though reckless game of seduction. Her feelings for Henry soon intensifies and become more complicated, however, and she eventually swears lifelong fidelity to him. Rinaldi, a surgeon in the Italian army, mischievous, wary, and oversexed, Rinaldi is Henry's closest friend. Although Rinaldi is a skilled doctor, his primary practice is seducing beautiful women. When Henry returns in Gorizia, Rinaldi tries to whip up a convivial atmosphere. The priest, a kind, sweet young man who provides spiritual guidance to the few soldiers interested in it. Often the butt of the soldiers' joke, the priest responds with good-natured understanding. Though Henry's conversation with him regarding the war, the novel challenges abstract ideals like glory, honor, and scaredness. Helen Ferguson, a nurse's aide who works at the American hospital and dear friend of Catherine. Though Helen is friendly and accepting of Henry and Rinaldi's visit to Catherine early in the novel, her hysterical outburst over Henry and Catherine's immoral affair establishes her as an unhappy woman who is paranoid about her friend's safety and anxious about her own loneliness. Miss Gaggi, an American nurse who helps Henry through his recovery at the hospital in Milan. At ease and accepting, Miss Gaggi becomes a friend to Henry, someone with whom he can share a drink and gossip. Miss Van Kampen, the superintendent of nurses at the American hospital in which Catherine works. Miss Van Kampen is strict, cold, and unpleasant. She disapproves of Henry and remains on cool terms with him throughout his stay. Dr. Valentini, an Italian surgeon who comes to the American hospital to contradict the hospital's opinion that Henry must wait 6 months before having an operation on his leg. In agreeing to perform surgery the next morning, Dr. Valentini displays the kind of self-assurance and confidence that Henry and the novel celebrates. Count Graffi, a Sparing 94-year-old nobleman, the Count represents a more mature version of Henry's character and Hemingway's masculine ideal. He lives life to the fullest and thinks for himself, though the Count dismisses the label wise. Henry clearly values his thoughts and sees him as a sort of father figure. Arthur Moretti, an American soldier from San Francisco. Arthur, like Henry, fights for the Italian army. Unlike Henry, Arthur is obnoxious, braggart, quick to instigate a fight or display the medals that he claims to have worked so hard to win. He believes in and pursues the glory and honor that Henry eschews. Gino, a young Italian whom Henry meets at a decimated village. Gino, patriotic, believes that his fatherland is scared and should be protected at all costs, contrasts sharply to Henry's attitude toward war. Ralph Simon, an opera student of dubious talent. Simon is the first person that Henry goes to see after fleeing from battle. Simon proves to be a generous friend, giving Henry civilian clothes so that he can travel to Switzerland without drawing suspicion. Emilio, a bartender in the town of Stresa. Emilio proves a good friend to Henry and Catherine, helping them reunite, saving them from arrest, and ushering them off to safety. Bonillo, an ambulance driver under Henry's command. Bonillo displays his ruthlessness when he brutally unloads a pistol round into the head of an uncooperative engineer whom Henry already shot. इस नावल के जितने भी करैक्टर्स हैं सब के सब बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं। नावल के करैक्टर्स के बारे में काफ़ी दफ़ा क्वेश्चन आ चुका है और MCQs में पूछ लेते हैं कि इनके बारे में ना काफ़ी, इसलिए ये ध्यान से नोट कर लेने हैं। एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड। अल्लाह हाफिज़।